Right along, this next guy coming to the stage performs all over the city. Very, very funny dude, good friend of mine. Everybody, please clap it up for Tom Connelly.
So I'm not doing great. I'm 29, make $13 an hour, and I'm pretty sure that in the last 9 months, I've slept on as many park benches as I have beds. So yeah, not great. And I don't really socialize, I don't have a lot of friends, and I never date. And I think that one of the reasons why my life is such a disaster is because I have really low self-esteem. And my self-esteem is so low because I was really short growing up, and I hit puberty really late. Like when I was a freshman in high school, I was 4'10", and I weighed 90 pounds. But believe it or not, and this is totally true, my dad actually had to talk me out of joining the football team. He's like, come on, your neck can't possibly support that helmet. You're gonna get paralyzed in the locker room. People used to taunt me, and again, totally true, people would taunt me by singing that Randy Newman song, Short People Got No Reason to Live. Like, I was bullied by people that know Randy Newman lyrics. And that is some serious bottom of the totem pole shit right there. And it's like, oh, the hockey team just kicked our ass, let's see if we can make Connelly kill himself. But eventually I grew, hit puberty, but it wasn't that great. Because around that time I noticed that every morning when I wake up, there'd be hair on my pillow. And every morning just more and more hair. Because when I was like 16 and finally hit puberty, I also started going bald. Now I have to put moisturizer on my head every day because do you know what dandruff looks like if you don't have any hair? It's like you're decomposing on your feet. So, as you can imagine, with the low self-esteem, I'm terrible with women. A lot of problems. Although I do get inordinately proud of myself anytime I say women instead of girls. Way to go, Tom. Way to pretend you have adult attitudes about sex. I haven't had sex in so long that I'm too embarrassed to say how long it's been on stage, even though I know it would get a laugh. And as a comedian, that is so fucked up. I'll give you some examples how terrible I am. One time I was at the eye doctor, and he had this intern with him. And she was about my age, she was really cute. And at one point the doctor left the room, it was just she and I. And she told me that she was new in town, she didn't know anyone, she was really lonely. I was like, oh, that sucks. And she was like, oh, well, you know, what do you do for fun? Maybe I could try that. And I was like, I usually just smoke weed and watch TV by myself. I gotta be on the spectrum, right? That is some autistic ass shit right there. And a few days later, though, I realized that she probably wanted me to ask her out, and the way I handled the situation was I canceled my next appointment and I found a new doctor. Good for me. She definitely could have been more direct, though, right? But that would not have mattered. Because one time I was at this bar, and when I walk in, I notice this girl, and I realized I said girl that time. She's looking at me from across the room, and I don't think she could possibly be into me, so I get really self-conscious. But later on, I'm outside smoking a cigarette, and she comes out. She asks if I want to do some shots. I'm like, all right. So we go in, we order the shots, she pays for them. And then right when we're about to do them, she goes, do you need a chaser? Oh. I was like, no, I'm good. She was like, are you sure? You can chase it with my pussy. Yeah, and I did not have sex with her. I know some guys know exactly what to do in that situation. It's like, hey, what's up? Or something like that, I don't know. I'm not one of those guys, I have no fucking idea. I was just like, holy shit, is that what you call your vagina? And the worst part about it is, the rest of the story isn't even good. She just went to the bathroom and I was like, oh, that's not gonna happen. And so I just left. The end. All right, thanks a lot, you'd be great.